Well, good morning, everybody, and happy Wednesday. We are halfway through the work week, and we're chatting about the red flag warning that's in effect for the next several hours through about 8 p.m. tonight here in San Antonio and across the viewing area. And it's because of a few things. A weak front that moved through, breezy west winds later on today, and because of this right here, the drought that's worsening across the area. You can see extreme drought almost into San Antonio. You can see the western half of Bexar County kind of right there, and this extreme pocket of drought stretches from Laredo, Webb County, all the way into the hill country, and it's severe for the majority of San Antonio. We'll talk about what the red flag means in just a little bit, because I know a lot of people are wondering what that means. Really just basically elevated fire weather. If anything that is sparked during today, any grass fires, they're most likely to spread just because of the winds moving so fast, the dry vegetation, the dry land, and of course the drought. So avoid any type of outdoor burning today, because it's going to spread very quickly. So there's the drought. You can see exceptional. The worst kind of drought is near Eagle Pass, right south of there in the southern tip of Maverick County and Dimmitt County, towards northern half of Webb County as well. But San Antonio, for the majority of us, we're in severe drought. So bottom line, it's pretty bad. And despite some light rain earlier this morning, with some heavier downpours north of San Antonio, that didn't do much for us. And we'll get an updated drought report tomorrow, but it won't account for today's rain, so that'll go into effect next week. So regardless, we do need rain, and it's rain-free outside. Matter of fact, it's cloud-free. It's clear and blue and breezy to windy. Look at this. West winds are moving up to 26 miles per hour. That's sustained wind, so gusts are probably near 30 to 35 behind this frontal boundary from earlier this morning that brought in some rain, but now it's dry. 76 degrees. We'll warm up to about the lower 80s this afternoon. In the meantime, speaking of 80s, 84 in Beeville, same thing in George West, and over in near Carrizo Springs, 83 in Pearsall, and almost 80 in Pleasanton. We're in the middle to lower 70s around San Antonio. and the 60s across the hill country. Now, last couple of days, what helped with the fire situation, even despite red flag warnings in effect from the Weather Service, was the rise in humidity. Now it's still pretty dry. I mean, we saw dew points, last 48 hours in the 50s and 60s. Now we're back into the 20s and 30s. And that's because of that front that moved through and just reinforcing some drier air. And what that is going to mean for us is elevated fire weather. When you combine dry air and these winds moving up to 17, 20 miles per hour, that 17 mile per hour reading is specifically at the airport in San Antonio. So around Bexar County could vary vastly. 25 in George West, 29 and near 30 from Uvalde to Carrizo Springs and Del Rio. So that's very important because if you remember on the drought report, that's where the drought was even worse. I mean, extreme to exceptional in parts near Carrizo Springs and south of Del Rio and south of Eagle Pass. And if winds are moving that fast from the west, northwest, that's going to create a big problem. Again, if any wildfires, any embers are moved from spot to spot, anywhere from western San Antonio to the hill country and towards the Rio Grande. So Wednesday breezy through at least 2, 3, and 4 o'clock. So it's going to be a problem. That's why we have a red flag warning in effect until 8 p.m. tonight. Winds don't relax and die down until about 8, 9, and 10 p.m. this evening. So it's going to be a full day of sunshine, gorgeous conditions, but elevated fire weather because of the winds moving that fast and the worsening drought. So if you have plans outdoors today, just account for the wind. It's going to be breezy to windy through about 5 p.m. and temperatures maxing out in the 80s. So around 85. And keep in mind, the average high this time of year is about 77. So it'll be about 8 to 10 degrees above that depending on where you're at. Some spots to our south could certainly hit about 90 today, if not just a little below that. But clear skies and beautiful weather on tap for your Wednesday. Good morning, Adriana and Francis. Stay safe. Yes, because of the elevated fire weather. It's pretty bad. And a lot of folks asking what the red flag warning means. So, matter of fact, I have this graphic right here. If you look, red flag warning basically means just heightened and elevated fire weather conditions. Fire weather and wildfires will spread rapidly in this kind of environment and this kind of atmosphere. With a front moving through this morning, winds are going to move fast. Strong winds, a lack of humidity, and the warmer air temperatures near 85 to 90 today. It's all going to combine into a pretty bad setup for any wildfires that do spark off. And last few days, and especially earlier this weekend, wildfires were stronger and they sparked a little bit more frequently out west, like near Medina County, just south of Lake Hills earlier on Saturday. And then we had another wildfire in northeastern Kinney County on Sunday. So 2 fires earlier this weekend. And with this kind of setup, anything can spark off very fast. Embers will move from spot to spot because of the winds moving up to 30 miles an hour. So that's why we just want to encourage you to avoid any outdoor burning. Don't toss the cigarette out the window. And things like that. So avoid any burning outside today and most likely through tomorrow, but winds will relax by tonight. So here's the setup. You can see northeast of San Antonio, even near Houston, they are getting soaked with heavy rainfall right now. Matter of fact, let's zoom in. So right now at this hour near Interstate 69 and near Beaumont, this squall line is pretty strong. It's producing some heavy rain and thunderstorms right now and some lightning. But the severe weather is near, let's say, Shreveport and northern portions of Louisiana, from center Texas to Milam and to Shreveport and into northwestern portions of Monroe. That's where the severe thunderstorm watch is right now across this region of the United States, so the south. So anywhere from Houston, this line of storm stretches all the way to the northeast to Shreveport and Little Rock, Arkansas, east of Fort Smith and west of Memphis. So if I put this back into motion, you can actually see the progression of this line of severe weather moving in from west to east. So from Dallas to Jackson, things are going to clear out slowly, but in the meantime, this line is moving right into Louisiana, where right now there is a warning north of I-49 just near Shreveport for some rotation. But that's, a long ways out from us. We don't have to worry about that. We're on the drier side of this system. Matter of fact, all the rain is moving away from us. It is clear. Earlier this morning around, let's say, 5 a.m. and 6 a.m., we had some light rain move through, but that was about it. And things cleared out, and you can see a lot of sunshine out there right now. But again, heaviest rain is moving into Louisiana and eastern parts of Texas and towards Arkansas right now. Now, this system is going to swing farther east later on tonight through Thursday, which is why there is a severe threat for that part of the country for this evening. Matter of fact, you can see where the Storm Prediction Center has placed a majority of Mississippi. Matter of fact, it's the entire state from eastern Louisiana to Mississippi to Alabama. That's where the Weather Service, not the Weather Service, but the Storm Prediction Center has marked a moderate risk for severe weather. That's a 4 out of 5 for that state, for the most part of the southeast, and that's where storms are really going to strengthen. They're going to amplify. They're going to really gain height, and in that part of the country tonight through tomorrow morning, they'll be capable of large hail and rotation. Straight line winds up to 60, 70, 80 miles per hour for Mississippi and Alabama later on tonight. So if you have any friends or family in that part of the country or traveling in this area for this evening, that's where the majority of severe weather will be for the next 12 to 24 hours. It backs off to the east by about Wednesday, or at least I should say Thursday, but those storms will weaken by Thursday afternoon. Now for our forecast, we say sunny and clear today, 82 to 85, depending on where you're at here in San Antonio. Tomorrow, 84 and even warmer on Saturday. So sunshine, clear skies, winds a little breezy today, but they'll back off for your Thursday, for your Friday and Saturday with winds only up to about 15 miles per hour for the early part of the weekend. So that is our forecast for the next 72 hours. And even through Sunday, it's quiet. It's not until next Monday and Wednesday where we increase our chance at some rain, but even at that, we're looking at 20 to 30, maybe 40% chance at coverage of isolated showers and storms. And it looks like most of that will fall between, let's say, Monday evening to about Tuesday morning early before things clear out for the rest of the week, for the first full week of April. So. And, you know, speaking of April, it begins on Friday. Fiesta begins tomorrow officially. It's underway, and this weekend looks perfect. Now, you see cloud cover for the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. That's mostly just morning fog, and then the afternoon will be clear, partly cloudy, highs near 90 on Sunday. So it's going to be warm for the back half of the weekend, but again, just a small chance at rain, and we do need it for Monday and Tuesday. It's horrible. I see people throw their cigarettes out their windows while driving all the time. Yes, and that's what you want to avoid today. If you see that, I mean, it's really bad. That's a big factor in contributing to fires that spark off around San Antonio, around anywhere. And, you know, with that kind of setup, strong winds, warm air, dry air as well, lack of humidity, any fires that spark off with things like that, they're going to spread quickly, rapidly. So please, if you can, avoid any outdoor burning today. Don't flick the cigarette buds out the window. It's just very important because the grass is just so dry, and wind's moving so fast, it's just going to help things spread and jump from ember to ember so quickly. So yes, avoid any outdoor burning today, guys. It's very important. All right, guys, we'll have a wonderful Wednesday. We'll keep it on the 70 for just a few moments longer, but enjoy your Wednesday. Avoid any outdoor burning because winds, again, 20 to 30 miles per hour at times. Fiesta begins tomorrow, so enjoy the next few days and the weekend. Temperatures near 90 on Sunday. Happy Wednesday, guys, and stay safe.